They voted the black man off the diversity board because he didn't adhere to their radical leftist ideology. Now, it can sound controversial that I say diversity is racism. And my intention is not to be sensationalist. My intention is not to be bombastic. My intention is to accurately describe the actions the radical left is taking under the guise of these terms. So let me give you an example here. After Ketanji Brown Jackson was nominated to the Supreme Court of the United States by President Biden, and then after she was sworn into office, ABC's Good Morning America sent out the following tweet. This is what they said. Ketanji Brown Jackson is sworn in as the first Black Supreme Court justice in U.S. history. Now, is that true? No. It is not true, because Clarence Thomas, the last time I checked, I'm not a biologist, but the last time I checked, he is a black man. But to the left, Clarence Thomas isn't the right kind of black man. Because the left thinks that you should be forced to adhere to certain ideology based on the color of your skin. My friends, that is racism. And that is how the left defines diversity. There's actually a funny, not funny story that happened in Vermont recently. There was a city council committee that was, the intention of this committee was to foster equity and inclusion. And they decided that they needed a black man on this committee because its goal was diversity, equity, and inclusion. So they hired a man by the name of Keith Longmore to serve in this position. And Keith Longmore, again, a black man, came into this committee, and almost immediately after, he told his fellow committee members, he told them that this committee was a fraud. He told them that this committee was an affront to the families of this city. And what did this committee do? They voted him off the board. They voted the black man off the diversity board because he didn't adhere to their radical leftist ideology. That, my friends, is also racism. Diversity of thought and diversity of experience are what we're used to when we define this term. But when the left defines this term, they do not define it the same way. It's not just diversity based on immutable characteristics, which is an insult, and we'll get to that in a moment as well. It's actually worse, because the left defines diversity not just by immutable characteristics, but whether that person with the desired immutable characteristic adheres to the leftist ideology that they have assigned to that person based on the immutable characteristic. So it's not just racism, it's actually racism times 2. To assign somebody beliefs and opinions based on skin color is insulting, it's demeaning. Treating someone as not the right kind of black person is outright racist. So if we are playing by the rules of the left, then diversity in the diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives is racism.